Hello everyone and welcome back to this another new videos, and today we'll learn how to use the basic Excel formulas like addition, subtractions, multiplications and divisions. So these are basic building blocks for all kind of calculations of Microsoft Excel. So let's get started. At first I will show you a simple data set. Like this is the section for, let's say, the items, and after that this is quantity, and after that this is the unit price, and after that this is the total price. So like if I add some items, like let's say easy pen and notebook and bag, and if I add some quantity like let's say 10 items, 5 items and 2 items, and the unit price is like 5, and let's say $5, $10, $50 actually, and $1,500. And now I will add the total price. Now I will use here the formula at this text by using the all borders, and then I will use all the borders to separate the informations. Now I will select this another options like now, and at the total quantity, uh, and select this cell, and then I will just plug sign and this cells, and now I present here. So in this, so that's the section for like the adding the quantities of all items. So like you can use the some functions, and you can drag these items, and then if a presenter, and it will give us the answer. And after that I will show you the price difference between tag and notebook. This is the price of a bag and notebook. So now if I use the subtraction method, then if I select the difference between the price of a bag and a notebook, so this section minus this sections, if a presenter which is a $14, and you can see it's very simple. And if I want to use this multiplications, so this, and like quantity multiplied by unit price, so this is quantity, and I will address the multiply symbol, and then I will select the unit price and I press enter. So if I drag these items, and I will give us the total price. Now I will show you. Then I check for again, you can find out the unit price, or you can like if you want to count, like let's say, so, and then it will select the total price, and if I press enter, and you can see this will give you the unit price which is 5. So whenever you actually, so this you can see this is a formula bar above, and select here, then the formula here, and if I select, and if I select it, and then this will find the formula. You can find the formula here, so you can edit the formula. So this, and let's say now you know how to basic. So this simple calculations are foundations on this, the invoice and data reports. So I hope you understand all the process. So this is all for within the next video. I'll discuss about some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to today's another videos, and in this videos we'll learn how the three of the most useful and beginner friendly Excel functions, which is some average count function. So this will help you quickly perform calculations without typing long formulas. So let's get started. At first I will talk about a simple data set. Let's say this is the sections for like items, and this is quantity and the unit price. And if I add some items like a pin, a notebook, and bag, and list of pencil, and let's say, so now if I add some quantity here like 10 quantity, 5 and 2 and 20 and 15, and if I add some, let's say $5 and $50 and 1,503 dollar per unit and $2 per unit. So actually inputting some values. You can use your own real data set. So I'll just press Control Team to make this into. So this is our simple data set. Now we can actually use the some options like to add up all the quantities, and you can sometimes you don't need to insert the table. Like you can actually use this is the border sections, like select this, then all border options will come up and it will actually work. Don't actually fully work like this is that like the table, but it will also a representation. So let's say if I add up all the quantities, so here it will call the some functions, and then I'll go to the functions arguments, and then I will go select the number like this is the one, and after that this is, and after that if I select the third number, for the fourth number I will select, and for the fifth I'll select the fifth number, and if I present it, then as you can see this is the 52, and you can also drag the items. Like if I use this options, like as you can see, then you can also drag the items whole list. And if I present it, then it will also use the same answer. After that, using the average function is like, let's find the average unit price, and like let's say this is this, and if I add here the average functions, and then I will just drag these items, and if I present it, then as you can see this is the 312, which is the average unit of the price total data set, and it is actually very quick. Like you can drag the items and then present it, then it will give you the answer. Now I will go to use this, and actually let's say we have counted the many items and listed to, we can actually use the cross function here and here, the items only. So and if I presenter, so if I use the count functions, so the count function, and if I select the items, so the count function actually only read the number numeric values. So this they are actually the 5 entries. So some functions actually find out the mean values. So these three of functions like sum, average, the count functions are actually the great tool for quick analysis. So I will do when working data source report and buckets and more. So I hope today's lessons will learn how to three essential Excel functions. When we are understanding the process, this is all for today. So this is in this videos. I will lie about the other things in these videos. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's another videos. And in this videos, we'll learn how to cell difference actually work, especially the difference between the relatives absolute and mixed reference. So understanding this will help you work smarter when copying the formulas across cells. So let's get started. At first, I will show you a simple data set. Let's say this is the section for product, and after that, this is the section for price. This is the tax rate, and after that, this is the final price. And now, if I add some products, let's say this is the pin and notebook, and let's say the bag. If I add some price, let's say $10 and $50 and $100. If I add some tax rate like 10%, after that the 10% and 10%, let's say, and for the final price, I will make price here and I will address as a yes formula. So I will just now apply the all borders. Then as you can see, then now we are going to show you the relative reference. So let's say if I add, so I will just address the, and you can equal, so you have to assign that the price, and I will address this and the multi-space multiplied the tax rates and the tax rate, and so if we press enter, then as you can see the final price as this so the relative references, as you can see that you'll find these D3s and this, and you can do this is 3, and now if I copy this from in Excel, then you can see have this formal D3s and D3s. That means if I copy this formula into the next cell, and here it would be D3s and E3s, and if I double click here, then you will see this is the D4 and D4. Again, yeah, I copied the formula for the next cell. Now this cells, and in this, so D5 and E5, that means like when it is actually the relative reference. So when you are actually address some and reference some cell, and then if you copy the same formulas into the another cell, then it is just change automatically. There's the ability of referencing, like Excel adjust the cell references as you can copy the formula. So after that, I will talk about the absolute reference. So let's say the tax rate is now fixed, and like this is like if I modify the point of a little bit, let's say if I select this point is like so this is 10%, and I will remove that point as well. So now if I add here the formula, like if I want to calculate the final price, so I will address like the price plus, and I will address these formulas like price multiplied by the percentage. So for percentage, if I select this, then so if, as you can see, that this is the text is now fixed, so we have to make sure that when you're going to actually calculate the final price, we have to mention this. So this, and to mention this cell every time, like if I calculate the final price for the file like the notebooks, so if I want to calculate, and so this file is empty, so we have to mention this cell. So that's why we are going to have like mention this cell like every time we need this like as like fixed. So for fixing this, and then there is the solutions, like if I select this, and then I will address like the price and multiply, buy, and if I add here, so if I want to fix this like this cell, then we have to address the dollar sign for make this cells, let's say this is the E3s, so I will address here E, and I will address the dollar sign again, and I will select the threes. That means this cell is now fixed, and so if you want to fix the columns, and you have to assign the dollar sign for the column, and if you want to fix the row, then you have to assign the dollar before the row number, and we need the cell fixed, so I will assign the dollar sign double times before the columns and row number. And now if I press enter, and now if I copy the formula for the next item, then it will calculate the exact value, and this is the total value. And as you can see, this is referencing the cells, and now if I select this, then this will also select this cell. That means this is the cell is now fixed. So this is all the absolute differences, and the dollars can actually log the columns and row. And after that, I will talk about the mixed ref differences. Like this is this use case. Like if I add yes and another point, let's say if I select here, insert here another entire row. So if I select OK, then as you can see that the ultimate row will appear, and let's say this is the section for like pen, and now I will remove actually this one. So I will remove the product, and just I will remove the row. So I'll select this is the entire row, then it will appear here. So this is the sections, and now this is the pay notebook. And after that, I will select this is the for the month of January, and in the months of February. And now as you can see, and I will address these items, and now I will remove these columns. And the column, enter column, then there is only in the months of January. So this actually, if I add the price, let's say, and you want to like multiple three prices with the next text, like the text with the 10% while copying the horizontally. So now at first I will address here the price is 10, and after that I will remove the positions here. So I will select this, and then I will select a normal, so no specific format. So this is 10 and this is a 50, so all items will be general, so no specific format. So this is a 50s, and after that 100, and for the February's, and I will select the whole formulas. I will remove this one. So here I will select for the February is $12 and $55 and $105. So this is the price. So we want to multiple this price with the text, like in like, let's say if I make this one, this is the 10%. If I add the 10% here and now, and if I want to make like make the price, and let's say if I multiply this price like so I'll select the formula here. Let's say if I select the formulas for this cell, so I will just select these items, and then I will multiply it by and before that I will address the equals, the dollar signs, and then I will select this. So this is actually the D4. So this is appear like that. So I will multiply it and then I will address the dollar sign, and then this is the G3s. So I'll address the G's and I will address here 3, and if I press enter, and as you can see that it is actually 1, and now if I copy this, then it will give us for zeros, and because I have already mentioned here, like this is the D4, and after that this is the D5, so here is no value, and if I click it, then this is the G5, then there is no value, so multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So this actually the mixture, like mixed references. So mastering the cell references is key. Writing efficient formulas and using relatives for dynamic formulas. Absolute way and L master is fixed to U1, the partial control. So this is all for today. In the next video, I'll discuss about some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's another new videos. And in this videos, we will show you how to sort data in Excel either in ascending and or descending. So sorting helps you organize your data clearly and make your decision better. So it will show you the steps. So this is the beginning of our lesson. So let's get started. At first, I will show you a simple data set. Let's say this is the name section of some students, and this is the age of students, and I will add some score of students. And if I add some names, let's say Alice and Bob and Charlie, and let's say Gianna, and after that, like, and if I add some age, like 22 years old and 25 years old and 20 years old and 23 years old and 21, if I add some score, like let's say 88, Ali has obtained 88 marks, and 75 months obtained by Bob, and let's say 92 obtained by Charlie. So now I'm importing some value. You can use your own real data sheet. So this is our simple data set, and now I will make into this into a table. So now I'm going to sort a column in ascending order, like let's say if I select the age column, so and then I will go to the insert, and I will go to the data tab, actually the sort options, and for and filter groups here in this, so you will find mm, so and let's just say I want to sort only the age, and then only the cell values, and if I add the smallest to largest or the largest smallest, and if I click OK, then as you can see the age has already sorted out, and as you can see that and showing the options for sorting options, like this actually applied, this is the largest, smallest, and this is also indicating here. After that, if I go to the sort options, if I want to sort the names, and for the ones, if I select like Z2, and now if I select OK, then as you can see, like this will appear at the first. If I now show you the sorting with the multi levels, like if I select for sort name would be like Z2A, and after that I will add the level, then I want to sort the age now, and I will sort this like largest to smallest, and if I add the last level, which is the score, and then if I select the score, will be available of applied like the largest to smallest, and now if I click OK, then all items will be sorted with our directions, and you can also sort options very easily by, you'll find the sorting options very easily. you don't need to go to the data tab. So this is the process. You can sort in various ways. So sorting in Excel is a simple but powerful way to make your data easier to understand. So try sorting your own list and see how it actually helps. So this is all for today. In the next video, I'll discuss about some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to today's another videos. And today's videos you'll learn how to filter your data to show only the specific informations you need. So filtering is a powerful tool when working with the larger data set, and it will actually help you to focus on just like a subset of data. So let's get started, and first I will show you a simple data set and I will show you how to apply the basic filtering options to filter your data and extract your informations like juicy informations from a large data set. So let's say this is the section, so names of the assignment students, and then I'll add the age and the students, and I will add the score of the student, and I will add some names of the students like it's like Alice and Bob, and let's say Charlie's, and let's say Diana, and let's say Diana and Dathan. So if I add the age is like let's say 22 and 25 and 20, and after the 23 and 21, and if I add some score is like 88 obtained by Alice, and 75 obtained by Bob, and Charlie is and obtained by 22, and let's say 81 and 95. So this is our simple data set, and now I will press Ctrl T to make this into a table. So this is our simple data set. Now I will apply a basic filter options. So if I want to filter show people like who actually score above 80, so I will select the entire data first. Let's say if I select the entire data first, and then I will go to the go data tab, and you will find there is the sections for filter. So if I click here, then all the filter small icons will be removed, and if I select filter again, then I will find it here with the header sections. So now if I select the names, and if I go to the options for like text filter, or you can filter if I want to filter Than and Dana, and if I want to show only the allies and the Charlie agent score into my data set, if I like okay, then only these two items will be available on my data set. Or if I select that, then all items will appear automatically, or after that it will add various and options like if I want to filter like which is equals to like let's say a, then the allies will be that means the which letter with actually equals with a or begins with and will be filtered. So if I click OK, then as you can see that there is no options actually equal to a, that means this is not the actually equal, this means it's begin with so like if I add begins with a, and then if I click OK, then you can see allies informations will be available, and all other options will be removed from the list. And if I click the filter options, then all the filter items will be appear like the previous one. So and if I select which is actually ends with a like B, and then if I select OK, then the Bob informations will be available on the list. Items will filter because Bob ends with B, and if I clear this, then all the filters items will appear again. So the next filter, and if I select the options, and you can also like a custom filter will you make, and which is equals to, and you can use and or you can select various options like option equals to let's say Charlie, and if I select OK, then only Charlie options will be available into my list. So now if I go to the next options, which is if I clear the filter, now if I select the number filter, which is actually equals to, let's say, 25. And if I press OK, and then only 25 options will come up, and I'm going to show you the different one. So which is which is greater than actually 20, that times will be available here. As you can see, these four items are actually greater than 20. And if I select which is, let's say, if I select the less than options or top 10, if I select the top 10 or top 2, actually, so if I select and the top 3s, and now if I items is if I click OK, and as you can see, these 3 items are the top 3 items or top 3 students. So this is the process. You can actually filter your data in various ways. So I hope you understanding the process, filtering. Like these are the various filter, like I have shown to you, like number filter, next text filter, and you can make also filtering is a powerful way to display only the data. So then lies the present information. So I hope you're understanding all the process. So this is all for today. In the next video I will discuss about some other exciting things. Okay.